This video is brought to you by Miniature Market. Thousands of board games, miniatures, and paints, discount prices at miniaturemarket.com. Hey everybody, it's your old pal Rob. I'm going to give you guys, it's kind of funny because, games, everybody's complaining about prices and quality and this, that, and the other. But I think the most important thing about playing a game or doing something with your grandkids or kids or, however you want to do it or just a family is having fun. And I think sometimes that gets pushed aside for all these Kickstarters with all these different type of minis and expansions and bigger and flashier, and we all get sucked into it and the gameplay just isn't there. And with everybody saying things about tariffs and this, that, and I don't have to go into it, what's going on lately. It's one of those things where print and play games are really, really more important now than ever. And anybody in the world can get these games. And that is one of the key things that's really, really important. DrivethruRPG is a phenomenal site. And two of the biggest, there's a couple of them that are really big too. 2D 6 dungeon, D100 dungeon, 4 Against Darkness. Those are ones that are really, really popular. But I want to name off some games that you can find on there that are print and play, that are very, very affordable. I mean, you could probably get all these games for what you would pay for maybe, maybe 60 bucks. Okay, maybe less than that. Less than a game that will give you 3 or 4 hours worth of excitement. You can get a bunch of these games and have hundreds and hundreds of hours, and I think a lot of these are really not known that well. So I'm going to name some of these off, and you can find these all on DrivethruRPG. Okay. The first one is Intergalactic Space Trader. I really like this. You are trying to become, take control of trade in space, and it's a lot of fun getting your ship around. I'm trying to create and visit different universes and stuff like that, and do all kinds of things. It is a ton of fun. Intergalactic Space Trader, nice old black and white feel to it, and it feels like a 70s game, 80s game, to be honest with you. The next one is it's Random Solo Adventures. There are 3 of them. There's a jungle adventure, there's a fantasy adventure, but the one that really stood out was post-apocalyptic. This is it's never the same game. You are going to be kind of choosing your own adventure type of thing. It really is a lot of fun. It's something you really take a look at it. There's 3 games in the series. Was done very well, and it's plenty. I've gotten tons and tons of play out of it, and just really, really enjoyed it. And that's one of the things this channel used to be. Is we used to be used to do a lot of print and play live. Hopefully, with our internet, hopefully getting squared away once and for all. With fiber coming through, we can go back to doing that old school stuff that we really liked, and the outside of the norm, and do it live for you. But Random Solo Adventures, post-apocalyptic. Next, this one is relatively popular. Delve. Definitely check it out. There is a lot for it. It is an excellent dungeon crawl game. I really, really enjoy it. You can order the book from them and get the hardcover book. I try to leave some of those off that you could. Some of the things I've left off is Tunnels and Trolls, which is an old game, but you can get it on there, and it's just a fantastic, fantastic game, and you would like a real lot. The next game, Dungeon Blitz. Now there are 3 different adventures with this. Again, this is another one that's very easy to learn. Choose. You're kind of building the dungeon as you go. A lot of fun, easy to learn, and you are off and running. And each booklet has a different story with a great final boss and a lot of fun. And very, very, very cheap and affordable, easy to print, not a lot of pages, not a lot of rules, which is really good. After that, if you are a fan of samurai, Ronin. Ronin is fantastic. It is a great, great little RPG that you're going to have a ton of fun with. Really plays very well. Of course, you are Ronin going through the countryside, trying to level up and gain your honor. Lone samurai, Dishonored. Really plays well. Very, very, very tight game, and definitely check it out. I'm really not going to tell you a ton of these. I'm not going to break all these games down. You can go to DrivethruRPG and discover them yourself. Read up on them a little bit. Check them out. I've done some gameplay on some of these, so you can check my prior videos, and you'll see how they work and so forth and so on. With that said, one that I've covered extensively here, and as a matter of fact, all of these have been on the channel. So definitely check out the videos for them and check them out. Torch in the Dark, another very dark 70s feel, old school Dungeons and Dragon feel, dungeon crawl, which really just works very, very well. Check out the video for it. That way you can really get an in-depth look at it. And I've done, like I said, I've done videos on all these. Go check these out. And you see if they're for you. But definitely go check them out at DrivethruRPG. I'm telling you right now, if you're looking for the new year for some good fun and you want to save some money, these are the games that you will have hours and hours of just great fun with. The next one, from a very good friend, Star Drifter. Star Drifter is pretty much the sci-fi equivalent to the Western The Drifter, which is also on this list. Star Drifter is just you're going from planet to planet. You're trying to make it to the end and not die, and you run into more things out in the universe that just kick the living crap out of you, and it is a fun little adventure, and a great follow-up to The Drifter. I found myself playing this so much, and it's just so much fun. Definitely one of my all-time print and plays. Go check it out on DrivethruRPG and check out our video that we did for it. 4 Against Mars is next. Now, you all heard of 4 Against Darkness. This one takes a little bit of a twist. I mean, you could be like a scientist and a soldier and a lab technician and all these different things, and the 4 of you got to come together to face an attack from Mars. And I've done this on the channel, and I'll tell you, if you love 4 Against Darkness, and again, all these print and plays, I've tried to name a bunch of different print and plays instead of what I consider the two greatest, which is D100 Dungeon and 4 Against Darkness, made by Andrea, who did a different little twist on it. So much fun. So much fun. It's very similar. The formulas are similar, but the story is different, and it just plays fantastic. Speaking of which, how can we have this list without my good friend Martin Knight? D100 Space. If you like D100 Dungeon, the solar character, you are going to love D100 Space. So well thought out. I thought when this guy did everything for D100 Dungeon that there was nothing left in the tank. And he created a whole universe with D100 Space. And for you sci-fi nuts like myself, it is one that you will absolutely love and just have a blast with. And I highly, highly suggest it. But at the top of the list, I've got, for a game that is that you may not have heard of, and you can get on our good friends DrivethruRPG, The Drifter. Old spaghetti western feel. If it could go wrong, it'll go wrong. You are trying to stay ahead of this posse that is trying to get you, and you're trying to get I think it's like 50 gold pieces or something like that to end the game, and good luck with that. I have gotten my butt kicked by this game a million times, and just absolute fun. Another game that I want to add is Barbarian Prince, which is old school. I believe you can get that on DrivethruRPG. Actually, I'm not too sure. I think I left it off because you couldn't. But it is a good print and play that if you put it into the Google machine there, you will definitely find and be able to print out. I printed out the huge map, and I blew it up and I had it laminated. And as a matter of fact, it's around here somewhere. I ought to do that one more time. The Drifter is a homage to the Barbarian Prince, and it just it's where you thought maybe we'll go, oh, you just copy it. No, it is just something that's so different, so unique. Spaghetti western, so much fun, but just one of those games that you'll absolutely love. And of course, I can always tell you that you go to DrivethruRPG, make sure you get D100 Dungeon, make sure you get Tunnels and Trolls, make sure that you get Iron Sword. There's just so many games that you can get out there on DrivethruRPG, and I think it's a time, when people want to make things tougher, that we should be leaning to our print and plays and just have fun. Because there's a lot of brilliant people out there making brilliant and wonderful games. So there you go. There's my little list. I hope this helps you. And I hope you find something that you really, really enjoy. Again, make sure that if something sounds very interesting, go check it out. Put it into YouTube. I know I've done videos on every single one of them. I've done playthroughs on a majority of them. Check them out and see if they fit you, and then head over to DrivethruRPG and pick them up for pennies on the dollar, because saving a buck and having fun, that's what gaming's about. Well, not the saving the buck, but just having fun. Just having fun playing games, and that's the most important thing. Until next time, it's your old pal Rob. We'll see you soon, everybody. And be sure to go to tradingcardmarket.com. The very best at sports cards, non-sports cards, trading card games, and accessories. Be sure to sign up and get $10 off any purchase over $50 or more. Trading Card Market. Great service, great prices, and great cards. tradingcardmarket.com.